Long time no see. It's 29th of December. Good while since I last got out. You know, stuff. And every time I see you, I need to do more of this to get less unfit. But I've got a bit of time. Just chucked snow down this morning. It's all thawing quite quick. It's going to get a bit chilly tonight. Down to about 2 though. So we should be right. But I'm out. And it's beautiful. And I've got presents to play with. Rocket pack. Thank you, Snug Pat and Dad for Christmas. Got a couple of torches that are going to get a bit of hammer because it's going to be dark early, and I think that's it, but we'll see. Boring food because I'm in a rush. Got stuck trying to pick my kids up from the grandparents this morning, so haven't shopped. Raid the cupboards, get some tins, so we'll have something to eat. I brought the little trangia. You know what? I might go for a fire tonight. And also go for the slightly more sheltered spot. I think it's due to rain in the middle of the night. And all this beautiful snow, it'll have disappeared by the time I get up, I bet. Give me a nice muddy walk back down. Still, it doesn't look too bad at the moment, does it? I mean, look at it. Just pretty. Just pretty. So anyway, I'm not going to talk to you on the way up the hill because, well, I won't be able to talk. I'll see you in a bit then. Bye. Hey. You can probably tell the wind's getting up. Probably sounds awful. But it's still just about crunchy up here. Still just about. First thought on the rocket pack, I like to tuck my thumbs into the straps. And my elbows just touch the rocket pouches. I don't know if I like that or not. I think I might. I like that the moon's still up. Don't know if you can see him up there. I think you can. Still. Nearly about to duck off into the trees where it could just be muddy. Hey. Tarp or fire? It's got to be tarp first, really, hasn't it? It's getting a bit spotty. And we'll go from there. Back soon. Hey. Feels just the same and totally different somehow. Pack's rammed. If I can remember, since it's the first time I've used it in the gloom, I've got my tarp and my hammock and stuff on one side, or my cooking and fire stuff on the other, and then the middle ones were mainly sleeping bags, and well, I'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, save me getting dripped on too much. Gonna get the tarp up. Every gust, you can probably hear it. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Probably the tarp already up, it's getting dark. Right, tarp's up. Light brought to you by Luminade Pack Light Nova, or in other words, thank you brother Tim for getting me a torch. Waterproof rechargeable with solar. Seems to work alright charging up on a windowsill anyway, but it should give me a bit of light tonight to see what I'm doing. Taps up the slump dollop of snow, not much left to come now. Fire pit's still ready, well, fire bit, hot things there, so I need to go and find me some wood. I need to find some wood, I need to get it going. Sooner the better. There's a bunch of little stuff that's here, but it's been here since last time I was here, so get back where you can see me because I'm gorgeous, and we'll see if we can find something to make this place a little more homely. Back soon. Oh. What's that you say? I only told you about one new light. Ah, sorry. My wife got me one as well for Christmas. Suki Suaoki petal foldy outy, another rechargeable one, and between them I can see what I'm doing, sort out this beast of dead standing. So time to get some fire lit, and there won't be any bushcrafty fire lighting today. I'll be cheating. Cotton wool and Vaseline, upside down fire. With any luck, I'll see you with flames and homeliness shortly. See you soon. Okay, didn't bring the axe. It was just a bit, I know, didn't feel like bringing it as well, but with any luck, I'll be able to get into some of your actual drier wood. You look wonky. Am I wonky? I'm probably wonky. Forgot to turn the screen round. Never mind. Let's see if we can split some stuff open a little bit. Should have saved some of the bigger bits to whack it with, but I'm sure we'll manage. Ooh. Slippy. Who'd have thought snowy ground would be slippy, eh? Who'd have thought? Yeah, that's dry. That's dry. So, here's hoping we'll be able to get a bit of a fire going with this drier stuff on top, and the wonder of an upside down fire will just keep drying the rest. It's only damp on the surface, right? So it'll be fine, right? Can't hear you. Be fine, won't it? I'll have a fire shortly, won't I? Now, that lovely Mr. Robinette assures me I'll be able to split this. Can I just pick up the handful of the other bits? Because, you know, it's the same, isn't it? This is me trying to split the thickest one with a handful of bits of wood. You see what happens? Let's see. Take it all back, Joe. You're a lovely man. I don't know why anyone would ever question anything you do. Right. can't get some stuff that'll really get us going. What's that you say? Why don't I do some feather sticks? Ah. Yeah, what? I suppose I could. I suppose I could. I suppose I could try. There's an edge. I don't want an edge though, do I? I want a middle. Hey, how's that? That's not so bad. Oh, I'm getting impatient, which is a sign for failure, isn't it? So, upside downy fire with forest school training style waffle on top. But definitely non-forest schooly style Vaseline embroiled. I really ought to get more clothes, so I'm not wearing my school shorts for everything. Right, let's see. Did I say? Aha! Tin. Tin of fiery goodness. And in here, oh, I'll get them from this bag. Right, well, I'm sure you've seen this before, but let's well, would you look at that? I just found out I can pause the recording. Yeah. Right, you still there? You are. So. Vaseline, cotton wool, blah blah blah. You've seen it all before, you've heard it all before, you've done it all before. There's another tin full of it as well, I think. Let's have a bit of fluffing, a bit of fire stealing. Going to use the best of the stuff for now, and quite a lot of it, because for breakfast I brought mini trangia just in case, and any wood I have got should have been at least sheltered overnight. So let's see. Yep, cool, we're on. Let's just see if we can coax it into See if we can coax it into some sort of sustained life. And yes, I'm going to rely on accelerant a great deal. Is this an example of how to light a fire? No. Is it winging it a little? Yes. But, you know, I'll put the camera on my chopping block. What am I going to do? Can't split any more down. Well, I can see some wood's on fire. Now it's time to go and get all the little dry twigs that came off the long bit as I was sawing it up. And see what we can do. Eh? No smoke without fire, apparently. A whole bunch of bushy, really thin stuff that I left here last time I was here, which is all dried out really quite nicely by the feel of it. It should help. Yep, the plan really is throw it all on. Dry it out, let it fall down. Oh, listen to this sizzle. There we go. Right. Just going to leave that now. Stick up my hammock. What do you mean it looks a bit smoky? You'd be right, it does. Just wisping around the light. Very ambient. Now, that's the side I took the tarp out. And my plan was so that the ta-da! So the hammock will fit in better. I just put it in the pocket straight in its snakeskin. So I'll just drag this out, get it set up. Straps are in there. There's the spreaders, because of course it's a DD Frontline, as you already knew or didn't know, but I've seen before. Let's get some straps on, and I'll see you again when the blaze over there is thoroughly established and my hammock's up. Hey, it's going alright so far. Cool, hammock's up. Don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's all a bit black really, isn't it, DD hammock? I'll get the sleeping bag out and things in a minute, but it's still going. It's not raging, but I'm pretty sure that's now established. So that should just keep on burning down and down and down through those layers of logs. Should be going for a few hours yet. Last time I did one, it was what, 2 or so, and the wood was drier. It's not due to start raining for a while. Wind's getting up a bit though, so that should keep it going. Somewhere over there, I think if I hunt around, I'll be able to mine myself. I'm sure there's a beer, maybe a cider, something in there. Where could it be? Going on a cider hunt. Gonna catch a big one, it's in the dark. Hey! Gleam. 1 in the fridge, 2 in the fridge. So they'll be ready for a bit. Now how's that for a distinctly messy camp? Now, what I like most about this fire is that it doesn't need any attention. It is burning, and the big logs are burning now. It's going in there, so it should keep going. I might be tempted just to lift in a couple of these little bits that are dropping off the edges though. You know, just a little reasonable management of the situation. Wouldn't want to lose them. I think I'll keep going. I'll have faith in it anyway. This is why I like it. Oh, the moon. Look, it's the moon. Can you see the moon up there? Whoa, there it goes, there it appears, there it goes. There, you can see the moon. This is why I like that upside down fire. You know, that pitiful little patch of embers that earlier I've tidied up a couple of ends of logs. And there he is, look. Oh, I can stretch out. Feel the warmth. Another, oh I don't know, hour or so, that'll be an amazing bed of coals, which I'll throw some ultra sophisticated corned beef and chopped onion, yeah, it's hash night, onto. Probably can't see it in the gloom, but the saw's hanging up on my pot hanger at the minute, so I can dry it out a bit. I'll put it down in the snow. And I love that little Agwood Canyon Boreal 21 thing. It's awesome. So I'll at least try and dry it out a touch. Also save me getting another blade, I guess, from rusting the old one. And they're not going to drink themselves. Whoa, look at those waves. No, look at that, multiplexing light. Whoa, gloom, gloom, gloom. I'll stick with the fire. I'll turn the light back up next time. Just so peaceful. Temperature's starting to drop a bit now. I really ought to get on and get my sleeping bag and stuff out, but it'll keep for a minute. Right. Hello. Time to make some tea. And in time-honoured fashion, I've forgotten most of the things that I wanted. So, corned beef hash. This is corned beef hash without a chopping board. With corned beef, which I think helps. And an onion. But I forgot to bring any sort of, you know, oil. So I'm thinking I'm going to take my hat off, because every time I lean forward my face disappears. Ta-da! Here I am. There we go. So, possibles pouch. No, it's a dry bag. I keep trying to work out what a possibles pouch is, you know. People who really know what they're doing come with a possibles pouch. And I don't know. So anyway, we've got breakfast in there. Whee! Spam dance. No. Scottish Wanderer, is it? So yeah, I forgot to bring a little. Well, I normally bring some butter because it makes everything wonderful. And I thought, oh, and it's, you know, it's easy. And I thought, well, I don't know if butter's really going to go, you know, with corned beef hash. So, spatula, frying pan. But corned beef is fatty enough, right? So instead of frying off the onions, I think this is the plan. Bit of corned beef in the pan. Gently cook it. Into that goes the onion, and I've just thought what I can put the onion in. Oh, it's underneath the camera. Because I've used my zebra Bailey for a brew, obviously. But the little pot thing. So, open the corned beef. Slice off some corned beef. Put it in the pan. Throw the pan on the fire, which is just the most awesome bed of coals right now. Meanwhile, kind of dice up the rest of the corned beef in the tin, mush that in. Yeah, this is gonna work, isn't it? Mush that in. You don't come here to learn anything, do you? That'll never happen. Oh no, it wasn't supposed to start raining till later. Okay, trusty Mora, which will deal with this corned beef incredibly well, because I sharpened it. So corned beef will present no issue whatsoever. Look at it, flying through. So I'll tell you what, I'll get this level with, you know, we take the corned beef off. Maybe a bit more. I'll throw this on and then take it off and throw it on and take it off, because it'll get raging way too quickly. Meanwhile, I shall be carefully and delicately ripping an onion to shreds. Come here with me. Look at that. Look at that for cooking. I bet you'll hear it sizzle within seconds. No, it hasn't yet. So we have got to get on. Ah, there it goes. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Right. Oh man, I'll take this onion apart quick. all the skin and stuff. Just going to throw it on the fire. This is not going to be a beautifully diced onion, that's for sure. It will, however. What do you reckon, rings? Do you reckon I get some rings out of it quickly? How long do you think's long enough for the corned beef to sizzle? Pause the video, comment below. Was that Braille? Anybody else watch skateboarding video? I don't skateboard. I do like watching Braille though. Braille skateboarding. Don't know why. Alright, the smoke I can smell, I'm quite sure, is from the fire and not from inside the pan. But you know what? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Put the onion down, put the knife in the onion, pick up the spatula, get the pan. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing when I'm not dumping stuff out of my pockets? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, you know, it's kind of releasing some fat. Oh dear. Alright, that might want a little bit more attention. So, we'll mash out a bit more corned beef. Yeah, it's not really falling apart with the spatula very well. Not bad though, to be fair. Come on. Surely it can all just fall out now. There we go. There we go. So, I'm guessing you'll know what corned beef hash is, yeah? And this would be like an ultra simple corned beef hash. Just corned beef and onions, yeah? Bit of salt and pepper at the end, and yeah, that is a leaf. Yeah, I don't think that was in the can. Okay, so I'm going to stick it back on. More of it, it'll be alright, won't it? Terrify a few people by wielding this knife around on top of my lap, but it's going to be fine. I'm cutting straight into the bowl, dish, stainless steel, you know, thingy. I'm not really applying the kind of pressure it looks like I am. It's not sharp enough to go through the dish. Honest. This poor knife gets so much abuse. Constantly cutting onto the frying pan, cutting onto metal dishes. It keeps sharpening up. Little Mora 511, I think it was. First Mora I got, I've said before, I'm sure, turned into my cooking knife. Spatula! Oh, this is more like it. Yeah, that's a bit, looking a little wetter. I thought about bringing my trivet, but the old rucksack was already massively full. Right, tell you what, I'm going to leave that off the fire for a minute. Going to finish off the onion. I haven't really got any other liquids to throw in to help apart from cider. I don't think cider really would go. Would cider go? Do I want to risk it? I don't think I do. The only other stuff I've got, some nettle tea I've made up in my little thermal cup. Concession to winter. Brought my cup from school. It's amazing. It's a proper thermos. It's one of theirs. Proper thermos one. And it is, everyone else uses onion skin to clean the bits of onion off the knife, right? Yeah, that's normal. Can you say forced patina? And if I make a drink in the morning, start of the school day, at the end of the school day I can still drink it. I have to put cold water in, otherwise I can't drink it at all during the day. What do you think the chances are of this cooking to perfection? Yeah, me too. Come on, let's go and have a go. Oh, here's the fire. It's all, you know, spin, 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 there we go. If you're of the opinion that this might not work, I'm glad we agree. I think I probably want it a little higher. Some oil in and some sort of a lid, you know, would have been good. I don't really want to chuck it in my billy though. Corned beef hash flavoured coffee in the morning. It will be interesting, but not really what I'm after. Can you see what's going on here? I'm just going to see if the... what about the light on? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's turn the light up a bit. This is that Sugoi light thingy that my wife got me for Christmas. It's ace. Because you can tip up the edges. It's like a petal thing, but you can sort of aim it a bit if you want. Anyway, I will need 2 hands for this. So, I'll bring you back in a minute. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it, you know. I'm going to call it caramelised. Where it's got a little bit of colour from the pan. That's all. It's just caramelised. But it is getting rather, you know, cooked. It's working. And I've done with this, because I waited till the coals are all burnt down. I can slide the remaining logs back together a bit. And we can pep the fire back up again. This is that cup. Awesome beast. Dead expensive. It's another present I asked for, but does keep. Yowzers. Drinks boiling hot for ages. As in the bottom of here, I should find. There we are. A little salt and pepper. And I think I'll have a little pepper. Okay, maybe more than a little pepper, but only a little salt, because, you know, don't need too much. Yeah. Seasoned to taste, as they say. That's seasoned to my taste. Oh yes. Oh yes. The caramelised elements are coming off the bottom of the pan beautifully. There we go. If I Oh, I need to. Oh, that's really nice. Time to eat this delicious, yes, delicious concoction. You've all had corned beef hash, surely, right? Let's see if it's worked. Thank you, Smoke. Oh, there's a blast from the past. I've not had this for years. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, I'm going to finish this. See you later, gents. I'm going to cats, dogs, if you put this on to entertain your poochers. Sorry about all the dark stuff just earlier, but I'm no professional. Had you noticed? Oh, not good though. And already the flames are starting to flicker back up. That'll be blasting in a minute. It's lovely. Freezing cold cup with a hot drink. Fire perking back up. Started the year saying I wanted to do a camp a month. First Saturday was the plan, but I wanted to do a camp a month. I think this will be number 9. I've enjoyed every one, and I've missed everyone I've missed, but like most of us, I just get out when I can get out, and there have been a few times when I've decided no, family wouldn't mind, my wife say it's fine, but I feel like I should stay home, see them. I probably mentioned before I'm a teacher, and sometimes it's hard to say forget that, I'm going to spend a bit of time on me. But you know what, every time I've come out, I've gone back more relaxed, more ready. Does you good, doesn't it? Does you good. I say this every time, it does you good. So next year, once a month. That'll be the plan. I'm going to say once a month, because if I say 12 in a year, I don't know. Once a month, that's what I'm going to aim for. I'm not going to be tied to it. I'm very unlikely to start getting super sophisticated with films. I was thinking about coming out tonight, thinking, oh, you know what, I'll set up whatever I cook, I'll cook it in real detail, and then I'll do a separate film about cooking it, and yeah, blah blah snow, blah blah late, blah blah pitch black, blah blah. I'm not a cameraman. So anyway, I'm going to watch this fire burn down a bit. I'm going to switch this for a small tin of something chilly, and I might see you again before I hit the sack. See you in a bit, maybe. Hello again. Hopped cider. It's alright, it's weird. It's kind of scrumpy-ish, but not. Anyway. I'm going to finish that off and I'm going to get into that hammock, which you probably can't see because it's like black and black. And I'm going to be toasty warm. Oh, there's something else. I'm going to be toasty warm because I'll be in my sleeping bag, which admittedly is a 3-season sleeping bag, but crafty. I have brought the DD quilt, over quilt, summer quilt thing. I've brought that as well, so I can double up with that if I need to. And Christmas presents. Eros pillow. Can you see that? Can you see what that says? Eros pillow. The Cedar Summit Eros pillow ultralight large. How am I gonna? Yeah, it's an inflatable one. And it's it feels nice and it's dead comfy and it does weigh nothing, and I can't unwrap this and blow it up whilst you're there, so by the power of magicalness, look at that beauty. It's huge. Well, it doesn't weigh less, does it, when I've filled it up? It doesn't weigh less at all. It weighs exactly the same with a bit of air in it, but it's got a bit of a squidge to it. I've tried lying on it, I haven't tried sleeping on it yet. It's not insulated, it's not, you know, it's not down filled or anything, which is why it packs into a tiny little pack. But it'll go inside my sleeping bag, or it'll go outside my sleeping bag, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. So I'm going to find the hole for that, tuck that into the bag. I'm not looking forward to putting my boots on in the morning, I won't tell a lie, because they are going to be freezing. I don't know where I'm going to stick them, but at least I'm not going to be worried about, you know, snails crawling into anything or slugs getting into anything, because it's cold. It's really chilly. And off out to meet people for lunch tomorrow, so got to get back early. I'd like a fire, but I bought the mini trangia, so it might be the mini trangia for breakfast. We'll see when I get up. If it's chucking it down, I'll use the mini trangia under the cover. If it's not, then we'll see what happens. It won't be an upside down fire. In fact, the fire is sort of falling apart a little bit now, but it's still glowing away happily enough. And at the time, no idea. Blimey, it's only 7:05. Feels like the middle of the night. So it's been going since about, well, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock maybe. So it's been going a couple of hours with next to no attention. And it'll go for a while yet. So I'm going to build that back together again. Finish my little cider. And unless something incredible happens, I will, wee-hee, I'll see you in the morning. I'm not used to having these super bright lights everywhere. I think I could kind of get used to it. It makes it easier to talk to you lot, I suppose. So, anyway, I'm waffling. I will see you in the morning for coffee and spam muffins, I think. See you then. Bye. I'm going to guess you can hear that. 1:20. Snug as so far. But the drizzle's arrived. That's a lovely sound. But it's looking like breakfast might be under the tarp. Anyway, everything looks cool, so see you in the morning. Night. As you might have noticed on that last bit, there is a bit more sleet than rain, and this leading edge of the tarp was a bit flat, so throw in a couple of bungees. That one without having to get out of the hammock, lovely. There's already a bungee over there, so I've just dropped that stick, so we've now got a bit more of an angle to drop it off. Oh, we're even forming some icicles. And so unbelievably, there's a mozzie dude up there. No way. Anyway, moving my bag off that stump so it doesn't run against it, and I'll see you in the morning. Night. Yeah. Ugh, morning. It's cold. Gosh, it's chilly out, and it's soaking out there. And it didn't so much rain during the night as it rained ice stuff, which has now all started to defrost a tiny bit now the sun's come up. But yeah, the reconfigured pulled down tarp did result in stuff constantly all night just kind of slipping down with a shlick kind of a thing. It looks like I could do with a tiny bit of a retention here and there. So I'm going to get out and raise the roof a little bit and get a mini trangia going on this stump. It's 8 o'clock, nodded off again. I've got to get going, I've got to get cracking. Because if I don't make some breakfast quick, I'm going to have to go without breakfast. That's no good. So, I'm going to leap out of this really warm sleeping bag and crack on. See you in a bit. Alrighty. Oh, it's not that I'm going to say it's a bit gloomy this morning or anything, but I've set up a little light so that the camera can see breakfast making going on. So yeah, it's a bit gloomy this morning. It's a bit gloomy. I've got chilly fingers. Go chilly fingers. I don't know if I've got any matches or anything. I might have, but I don't normally try and light the little trangia. Oh, look at that! Hey! Somebody stuck a lighter in there that's not working because it's so cold. Well, you might have seen little flame. I was packing up with some kitchen roll on the basis that I'll not need the kitchen roll. It just keeps it tidy, some rattling in that. But of course I might need the kitchen roll. Alright, 1 cup of coffee will require some water. That's checking in from home. Oh, whoa! They should be up by now. I'm gonna get kettle on first for coffee. Have you seen me measure out cups before? No. Why have I not measured out cups before? I'm not normally that bothered. Is it really cold? I don't want to be waiting any longer than necessary. Yes. Come on, my little trangia. So, fire steel, you reckon? Get it lit? Eh? Gonna fill this right up. And get some hot food on the go afterwards. Ooh. Come on, shower of sparks. Don't fail me now. Huh. Ooh, no. About that lighter. I wonder if I'll be able to hold this close enough without burning my fingers. About that kitchen roll I never need. Oh, come on. This is the quick version. There we go. I've got a little windshield thing for it, which I might stick around. Got this years ago, it was brilliant. I can't remember where I got it from. I think I've mentioned it before. There's a base, which I'm not going to stick on. I'll stick next to you. And a top bit. It's only like a big fancy tinfoil thing, really. But somebody else has gone to all the effort of fancying up, and it's quite heavy foil. Get a lid on it, and that should fizz up lovely. Let's have a look. Can we see any flicker in there yet? Yeah. Bloom in your own time. Right. If you start feeling seasick, it's because you're sat in the hammock at the minute. Don't worry about any motion stuff. The trangia is still struggling to come to a proper bloom at the minute. It will do shortly, I'm quite sure. It's just about, you know, it's coming out of the holes, but it's all a bit diddy. I don't know why. I mean, it's only a meth stove that's been sat in sat in a pile of ice that I couldn't be bothered to clear. Why would that affect the vaporization of a fuel? Anyway, whilst I'm waiting for that, I've still got a moment to ta-da! Breakfast's main event. Now, Must remind myself. Don't cut it too thin, although I think it'll all fit in the pan alright, but I've only brought 2 muffins. And secondly, don't get too annoyed. If it came off like a corned beef can, it'd be fine, wouldn't it? But no, it does this silly, there's the lip around the top, it stops it coming out. Squeeze it till it pops, my posterior. It's not happening, is it? Ugh. So anyway, knife, cut it straight into the frying pan. Where's the frying pan, I hear you say? It's down here where I left it last night. Wrapped up in a bag to make sure it doesn't get, you know, too ganky. And might I say, considering the light baking on it got last night, it's looking really good. Hardly any what shall I call it, seasoning is left on still. So kitchen knife, spam, out you come, spammy. Come on, come on. Oh, 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 there she blows, there she blows, there she blows. Oh, look at that, delicious spam lollipop. In. I'll cut it lengthways because that's what's going to make it work the best, I reckon. And somehow I'm going to do this without getting up from where I'm sat, which would be the sensible place to do the actual cutting. But then, it's fallen over, that might help actually. But then I'd have to, you know, move the camera, or I don't know, I'd have to do something. I'd do something that wasn't just chopping it up a bit. Right, half of it in about 3 slices, the other half in about 3 slices. That should distribute between a couple of muffins, alright, shouldn't it? Slightly chunky slices, that'll do. And we did. What's his name? Scottish Wanderer. You know him. Link in the description below. That's definitely Braille again, but mains, all mains. I'm sure he's called Scottish Wanderer. If you found my channel, if you found this, you've definitely found that. But if you haven't found his, I'll stick it in the description below. Like, share, subscribe in the description below. Tell us what you think in the description below. Description box. Oh, you see, I can't even say it. Look at that. Beautiful collection of breakfast just waiting. And you know when you can smell your trangia? It gives you a bit of hope that it started to fluff up a little bit. Right, whilst I give that a bit longer to heat, let's reach over here. Let's reach in here and find what should be the last lump of anything. This is not sponsored product placement. I slept quite well last night, so I've got, I don't know, some grown-up equivalent of being undertired. Parents out there, you'll know what I mean. Somebody throws enough sleep at you and all of a sudden it's a bit weird. My usual mission of trying to make sure I get enough sleep when it's a holiday is, well, you know, that whole life gets in the way thing. It's annoying when it gets in the way of sleep, isn't it? Still, missions for next year. treat myself better with a bit of sleep, coming out and enjoying myself a bit more often, and camp admin. Couldn't find my magic carpet yesterday. Really wanted to bring my magic carpet because I knew it'd be wet underfoot. Couldn't find it, so I've got stuff all over the place, piled on other stuff to try and keep it off the ground. I keep my little electricals and I keep my food in dry bags anyway, so they're not so bad. Billy cans and the like can go straight on the floor anyway, can't they? Oh, there we go. There she blows. Come here, you. Look. There we are, look. Oh, I could smell something. Oh, now it stops. There are just a couple of flames licking up there. I don't know if you can see them at the back edge. A couple of flames licking up. I'm sure if we have a peek, yeah, we'll find that it's, yeah, all systems go under there. Cool. That's what we're after. Let's whip that top off and see, perfectly placed little cutout. How bubbly we're getting. Oh, we're just starting to get a bubble on. I don't want or need a rolling boil for my coffee. Oh, I do want my little coffee bag though. Do want my little coffee bag. Somewhere in here there should be, aha, one last little pouch that's not been out yet this morning, and in here, tea bags. Hey. Again, once I've got everything else a bit more sorted, that's when I'll start bringing some proper coffee gear. These are alright though, to be honest. But let me put that down. Oh, I kind of hoped that the rocket pack, I asked for it for Christmas. I was trying to work out, do I want a rocket pack with its 70 litre capacity, which in theory is the same as the LK70, but it's, you know, it's a bit more modern, it's a bit lighter weight, whatever, or do I want the Bergen? I thought, don't be ridiculous, Chris, you're just going out for a play in the woods. Why on earth would you need the Bergen? So anyway, I got everything in it. I've got like 3 ways to cook. I've got my sleeping bag and the under blanket and the top quilt. Got food, got water, got everything in. It was rammed. So obviously the first thing I did was regret getting such a small rucksack. I do quite like it though. And the main part of the Bergen would have been too much for a day sack for me, so we shall see anyway. We shall see how it goes. But if I can sort out the pouches to be like shelter, tarp and cook set, then I don't know, maybe we can get a different main body. I've only just got this though. Seriously, Chris, calm down. Do like it. It's comfy. Holds the stuff well. It's simple, but it just kind of works. But anyway, I can see steam gushing forth, so I'm going to make a coffee and then get some spam on. I'll bring you back in a minute. Oh, there we go. So, because it's not windshieldable, but I did it this way around so this would warm up first. It's a little bit, guess which way the flames are going? You know what? There are flames. It is hot. It balances reasonably well. Look how the flames spread out. Since I actually started properly using this mini trangia, I've got to admit I've only been impressed by it. Never let down for a little thing. Even if I did just burn my thumb on the lid taking it off. Less haste, more speed, more water dripping off around it. Right, here the sizzle. Time to give stuff a little flip. Yeah, and obviously this is like fat enough to sort itself out, yeah? Sorry, I shall have words with the cameraman about pointing you in the direction of the action. Almost like he was distracted by an incoming breakfast. So last night I had corned beef hash. This morning, another sophisticated delicacy with fried spam. But for lunch today, meeting up with a friend. Meeting up with someone. Going out with my wife. Lunchtime, a bit of an afternoon natter, which may or may not involve a pub. Going to Cosmo, a relatively, I think, posh restaurant in Sheffield. And the irony of it is, I think I'm going to have to dash home, wash and dry the shorts I'm wearing at the minute, so I've got something to wear. Clothes. Maybe my New Year's resolution should involve clothes. Sorry for the shaky camera. That was me pointing in the air. Oh, that stuff's coming on nice there. You know what? I'm not going to pack anything up whilst I'm waiting for it. I'm going to have some coffee. Steaming away nicely. Again, I'm going to have to put some cold water in that. And I have to put some cold water in because the cup's awesome. Look at that spam, boy. Look at that spam. Yeah. Scrambled though. You've seen him as well, haven't you? Links in the description below. It's looking good though. It's sizzling up. It's coming on. Mini T's doing his thing. Oh yes. Love it. Love it. Sophistication level of this trip's food, about 2. I'm looking forward to making a proper curry. I want to make a proper curry, but it's going to take a fire like yesterday. It's going to take a decent fire like last night. It's going to take a little bit more prep from me though, I think. And maybe the site, this patch that I come and use, this bramble strewn patch of woodland that I discovered. Really the only bit you can walk around on's here. Has the advantage that there's lots of sort of overgrown bits of wood that clearly aren't wanted, lots of dead standing bits. There's a, I don't know if you can see it, there's a couple over there. I'm gradually moving the line back of the dead standy bits. But I think I'm ready to eat. So, yeah. Bye. Okay, last one, I promise. Bam, son! Can you... Yeah. It's Joe Robinette. Am I the only one that's just sat there watching, like, old bushcraft films from them? If I had a cave... No, not a cave. If I had an underground culvert system, I'd be able to do more impressions. Patrick Dickinson? No? He's awesome. I really like Pat's channel. He does properly mix it up a bit. Oh, and for future reference, 0 degrees centigrade, 1 trangia fill is enough to make 1 large cup of coffee, and 1 fried spam sandwich. It's just burnt itself out. Perfection. Right, I'm going to eat and then start to pack because I need to do it. Oh good, I can see drips falling off the carabiner, which the carabiner that's holding the suspension for the tarp, which is nice because that means it's working, doesn't it? Instead of sliding all the way down to me. Breakfast time. Sun's finally peeked out of the clouds. Look at that for a view. Look at them all. Just glinting in the sun, and then it fades again. Gorgeous. Oh, food done, fire stuff packed up, bit of rubbish, and take the camp down. And what time are we on? We're on... It's 20 past 9. 20 past 9, man. I need to be home by 10. This needs to be down in 20 minutes. And I need to be moving. I'd love to show you, but I'm trying... A tripod's another thing I was thinking of. Cheap, light. We'll see anyway. I'll put you down over here. This isn't too bad. Even though this Joby pod thing's a bit duff. Let's spin you around. Can I put you here? Creak, creak, handling noise, creak. You're probably out of the way of most of it. Yeah, there you go, look. There you go. Right. Oh, right, done, packed up, all the way. Took longer than I expected. So I'm having a quick last sweep. Everything's soaking wet. Pillow packed down brilliantly. My shiny new pillow. I don't know when it cut off when I was packing the camp away. So I'll do some like clever fade thing and make it look like it was deliberate. Yeah, underquilt got wet. So I didn't put the underquilt in the dry sack that's got all the bedding and stuff in, because that would have been silly, right? The secret route in and out. Oh, it's all looking a bit condensation-y in places on there. I think it's just the viewfinder though. So, coffee's still hot. The Miracle Cup. Watch me stack it as I come across this bit. Big pile of crushed rhododendron. It's just like inch, half-inch branches, all wet, all slimy, all pointing in the same direction. Made it though. Oh, I'm late. 5 to 10. I'd have liked to have been home by 10, but we'll see what we can do. Turn into a sophisticated grown-up with sophisticated habits, with a delightful wife, and maybe, just maybe, somebody to eat with. God, look at that. Glorious. Don't know what you'll be able to see. I can't really see what you can see. So, whoops. I shall leave it there. Oh, first properly wet camp. If I was staying 2 or 3 nights, I'd have to do something proper about making sure bedding didn't get wet again, and well, the underquilt didn't get wet again, and drying it out. All quite possible though. Icy puddles to negotiate, and look, I guess that's where the edge of the weather is. Right, see you next time. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed, by the way. It's quite exciting. Up to 60 odd. Might be 6, might even be as many as 65. Who knew? Anyway, I'll keep plodding through, and you're welcome to keep plodding with me. See you next time.